It was a cloudy, rainy evening when my dear wife and I decided to drive home after spending the day at her parents' house. The roads were wet and the sky was dark, even though it was still early. We were talking softly, music playing in the background, and she was smiling the way she always did when she was happy. I remember her laughing at something I said just moments before everything changed. As we approached an intersection, a car came speeding from the opposite side. The driver had lost control, possibly because of the slippery road. I saw the headlights coming fast, swerving into our lane. I hit the brakes as hard as I could and tried to steer away, but the crash was unavoidable. The sound of metal crushing, glass shattering, and tires screeching still echoes in my head. I blacked out for a few seconds. When I regained consciousness, the first thing I did was look to my right. She was there, unconscious, her head tilted to the side. Blood was running down her forehead, and her seatbelt had bruised her chest. My hands were shaking as I tried to call her name, but she didn't respond. My door was stuck, and I had to crawl out from the driver's side and then rush to open hers. That's when people nearby started gathering and someone called the ambulance. At the hospital, I was treated for minor injuries. Some cuts, a fractured wrist, and a bruised rib, but her condition was serious. She had a head injury, a broken leg, and several internal injuries that required surgery. I wasn't allowed to see her right away. I waited for hours outside the operating room, feeling completely helpless. Every minute felt like a lifetime. I kept replaying the crash over and over in my mind, blaming myself even though it wasn't my fault. After the surgery, she was moved to the ICU. I was finally allowed to see her the next morning. She looked pale with tubes and wires connected to her. Her eyes were closed and she didn't even flinch when I spoke her name. I sat there holding her hand, talking to her softly, hoping she could hear me. Days passed like that. I didn't go home. I slept in the hospital chair, ate whatever I could, and spent every moment by her side. Finally, after 5 long days, she opened her eyes. She didn't speak right away, but she looked at me, and in that moment I felt like I could breathe again. The doctors said her recovery would be slow, but she was stable. Over the next few weeks, she went through more tests, therapy, and lots of rest. She couldn't walk for a while and needed help with almost everything, but we were together and that was all that mattered. We're still recovering, both of us. The physical pain is slowly fading, but the emotional scars may take longer. Yet in the middle of all this, our bond grew even stronger. I learned to appreciate every second with her, to never take life or love for granted. We came so close to losing everything, but by some miracle, we survived. And now, every day we wake up next to each other feels like a gift.